A former NBA star who lost it all due to his addiction to opioids is sharing his story. Tuesday, he spoke to people in Tuscola in hopes others don't go down the road of addiction. And Ryan, you were actually there for it all.
I did. What an interesting presentation that Chris Herren gave. He was, as we said, a basketball superstar. But as he said to the crowd last night, the pills became more important than the dream. And now Herren is telling his story in hopes it prevents others from becoming addicted to opioids. Chris Herren is a man who's spent his life in the spotlight, from his days at Fresno State to his time playing for his hometown Boston Celtics. But 17 years later, he's once again in the spotlight for a profoundly different reason.
You know, drugs have no boundaries. Alcoholism has no boundaries. You know, I think every family's been touched by it in one way or another.
Herren battled opioid abuse throughout his time playing college and pro, eventually destroying his career and his life.
I was checking into training camp, completely broken, fully dependent, all because of one pill and a $20 bill.
Now he's sharing his story in the Tuscola High School gym to send an important message.
To me, it's extremely important. I mean, I think it's, you know, the stigma around addiction. I believe it's necessary for people in recovery to tell their story.
Sober since 2008, Herren travels the country speaking, and Tuscola came together to bring him here.
It just took off. We had donations and sponsors, and it just took off.
Linda Scribner lost her own son, Petey, to a heroin addiction. It's why she worked for more than a year to get Chris to Tuscola.
It's been an amazing experience.
What should have been my dream come true, I knew deep down in my heart it was a nightmare beginning.
And by sharing his story, Herren hopes others don't follow in his path.
There's a lot of families out there that have been profoundly affected by addiction. And, you know, if I can go into a gym or an auditorium and make a difference in one person's life, that's extremely impactful.
Impact felt far beyond the basketball court, which can make a difference here at home. Now, on Tuesday, all middle and high school students in Douglas County were brought to Tuscola High School to hear Chris speak. So, Heather, certainly a great way to get his message out to everyone. And just an incredible story. Of course, in the limited time we have, we can't tell it all. But we have a link up on our website to his website, which shares kind of his whole biography. And it's just fascinating and amazing. So great to see his ability to recover.